In today's video, we're going to explain to you guys how to clean Yeezy 350 V2s, or V1s if you're specific like that. What is up guys, Swag here, and today, this has been a really requested topic. How do you clean Yeezy 350s? So I'm gonna go over a few things here, right? So I'm gonna show you a pair of 350s I have right now, right? So here are these Yeezy 350s. They are the frozen yellows, right? So this is one colorway that you might want to clean a lot because, you know, it is more of a bright and let me know if these are too bright, like for the camera or something. Then I'll have to change like the setting or something on it. But these shoes are known to be really bright. Like if you look from my buddy, he was wearing they weren't exactly these frozen yellows, but like they were another shoe that had a really bright colorway like this. He was all the way down there on the other side of the road, and I could still see that he was wearing a bright color sneaker like this. It was just insane. I had to tell him after the fact. And another thing with the 350s is that people may think it's harder because, you know, the lacing is unconventional compared to most sneakers, and you know the stitching is like the main material on it. I'm gonna explain every little thing you need to know about clean 350s. It doesn't have to be these ones specifically, but the reason why I chose these 350s specifically is because these are gonna be in another video that I'm gonna be making on how to style a shoe like this. So I think it would be only fitting that we clean it before we show it in like lookbook or like in more videos, because I think that these ones are definitely going to be in a lot of videos, and to whatever reseller or person I bought these from, I will always shout out who I got them from. And his handle is right here. He sells legit sneakers. You know, these are for real. I checked them myself, and he did too. So if you guys want to buy from him, tell him Sway K sent you. Yeah, so let's immediately get into, you know, things that might be hard about cleaning these sneakers. You know, the actual sole itself is not actually that hard to clean because, you know, it's made of that like rubber material. You can kind of feel it. You know, that isn't too hard to clean in and of itself. And one thing that I think I don't really like about, you know, these 350s is that they kind of leave the boost, because if you can see it here, you know, they leave that boost on the bottom, like it's kind of open, so like it's prone to getting dirt in there and like water in there, and then it can like lead to the shoes smelling bad. I mean, that's one thing I don't really like about 350s, but I still would say that 350s are one of my favorite sneakers ever. So I guess that goes to show you what I will put up with for a good colorway. But you know, when you're cleaning the boost sole, you want to, you don't want to just like go straight up and just, you know, run that thing in water and stuff, because it get in the ultra boost foam itself, and then the shoe smells weird, and you know, you wouldn't want to have an experience with that. But for the most part, the boost itself is covered by the rubber, you know, casing here. You know, it's covered by that, so you don't really gotta worry about it too much on other shoes. And the rubber itself, I find, is pretty easy to clean. You know, I can already see a few little things that are a little dirty on here, so I can easily just, you know, wipe it off like that. Now, once you get above that, you're gonna wonder, how do you clean the fabric? Now, explain to you guys, and I put one shoe down. I hate to do that, but you know, I gotta explain this. The stitching, right? The stitching. So this is what's above the sole and what like the actual sneaker is made of stuff. So you feel this, right? So, you know, it's stretchy. You know, now you can't go like all the way and just like rip it off. I mean, that would tear up the shoe. But I would say that it is relatively, you know, stretchy. You know, the stitching is that what the upper is made out of. And of course, I'm going to show you guys a video demonstration of how I do it. But if you don't want to watch a video demonstration of me, I will explain how I will go about cleaning every little part of this shoe, just like I think I'll do with like every other pair of shoe that I do. And I'll give you some tips along the way as well. Along the way of like me cleaning the shoe, I may throw some tips in there, like, you know, like if you wanted to get this done a little faster, or like certain things I will do, like if I run into a problem, you know, cleaning any shoes I have. Yeah, so lacing, you can tell that it's like this rope style lacing. Now the way I have it right now, this is how it comes commonly packaged when you get a new pair of 350s. They will usually be in like a lacing that looks like this, and you can just slip that sucker right on, you know. So what I will do with the lacing is I will take it out, of course, you know, I will say that with every shoe. washing it with lacing is kind of annoying and just dumb, because you also want to get, if the shoe has it, the tongue, and a lot of dirt does get in the tongue, surprisingly, even though it is covered by lacing. But for this one, it's kind of different because any shoe that has this rope lacing. Now, the one thing I noticed with 350s is that the lacing is in the shoe, like it's not like I'll show you, for example. So these are some Vans skate highs I have, and you can tell there's an extra added on little piece here where the laces go. But here on the 350s, it's in the shoe. Lacing goes through the actual shoe itself. So that can also attribute to like more dirt getting in the shoe itself, because there is no like added on part where the laces go through. So what I would do for cleaning the actual stitching itself, water on this because it's stitching, so nothing's gonna stay in it, unlike canvas. That's one thing I gotta note about canvas, is that water sticks in it. So any shoe that's like leather or stitching or has stitching like this, the water won't stay in it, so you don't have to really worry about that. You can just get some water and some elbow grease and scrub the thing down, and the water won't stick. So yeah, hopefully I kind of explained some strategies on how to clean 350 sneakers. Now I'm gonna cut the video here because I'm gonna show you guys actually how I will clean these sneakers, which is another thing that I don't think a lot of people really do, or they'll incorporate it while they are cleaning it. Anyway, guys, until the end of the video, peace out. Alright, so I feel as if it's only right that I start the cleaning by taking the laces off, because as you know, cleaning the sneakers with the laces on is a pain in the ass. So of course I'm going to speed it up here because it doesn't have to be that long, and also it doesn't really take that long to take the laces off, but to take them back on, it's just it's a whole other process. But so that's how we did it right there. Alright, so how we're going to start this process is by maybe that rag isn't big enough, I would say, but yeah, definitely grab a bigger rag if you're gonna, put the thing on it. Oh yeah, look at them insoles. We gotta clean that, definitely. So yeah, I would recommend, you use a bigger rag if, you're gonna put the shoe on the floor. But this is one of the first ones I ever cleaned, so, or I should say, first sneakers I ever cleaned, so I was a rookie to this. But now I know, so I guess that's good, right? Yeah, so of course we, first dab up our, brush with solution. And since it's the frozen yellow colorway, I might be a little bit more hesitant to, get it, with the, solution. I might be a little bit more worried about the solution, damaging it, but I do not think it really did anything bad with it, so I'm gonna just keep using it. And so, we got to a bigger area of the shoe here. So I'm going to start using these circular motions because I, from my personal experience, it gets the job done faster than just going up and down like that. And just going up and down like that, it's just a little bit more tedious. But however, once we reach the tongue, we can start doing that because there isn't that much of an area. Oh, okay, hold up there. That's also another thing. Since, the stitching has the holes for the laces, you may also notice that water might get through there. If that happens, usually there won't be a lot of it, so you don't really got much to worry about. Yeah, so we gotta clean this, the outsole soon. But let's touch, the inside here first, because that does get a little bit dirty as well. Even though people may not think it because, it's on the outside of the shoe. But best believe that still gets dirty as well. So, I'm not noticing, like, a lot of dirt on the inside, but, it's always safe to, just clean it anyways. And also, I noticed the 3-stripe logo might need a little bit of cleaning. You might notice as well, so just, do the same thing, upward, the upward cleaning motion. And also another thing, when you clean the, because I know there's some 350s that do not have the pull tab. That's a little bit harder to clean, but what I'll do is I will just move it. I'll just move it like it wasn't even there, and that problem solved. Yeah, so let's hit the back now. There we go. Right, so we got the top done. Now we gotta do the bottom. All right, so let me flip it around here. Hopefully, guys, let me know if it's in shot. Yes, another thing about the bottom, that foam is exposed on the bottom. So, it's, yes, I say this many times, and I will say it again. It's prone to getting dirt in there. So what you're going to want to do is, make sure, definitely get the toe box right there. Definitely get that good. But also get the foam. But also get the boost itself good as well, because dirt gets in there, and then as once dirt gets in there, things start to smell a little bit wacky. So I'm gonna just go extra hard on that boost sole right there. And yeah, I'm noticing I'm actually getting a lot of dirt out of here. Surprisingly, I didn't think that these things were as dirty, but that's the thing though. That gum on the bottom, it blocks it, so you don't know there's dirt there. That's one of the things with black sneakers, but it makes it so you don't have to clean them as much. Forgot to get the midsole here, so let's definitely hit that. Definitely a noticeable part on the shoe, so has to be done, right? Alright, so now let's clean the inserts. So people want to talk about how you clean inserts and stuff. So of course, as if you wear the shoe more, definitely you're gonna see your footprints start to mold into the sole itself, and that's just kind of inevitable from the wear, because as you can tell, this shoe is huge because obviously the Yeezy, you can't even see, it's just faded. So that's how one person has worn the shoe. If not from the obvious fact, you could see the marks of the foot. And of course that bottom is just flawless because it doesn't see anything. Now, how about laces? How do you clean laces, Swaggy K? So I'm going to show you. It may not be the most practical one that you could do. It may not be the most practical way that you could clean the laces, but it's one that I think, because I saw a lot of deep dirt in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the brush through the laces like this, like getting a frame here. Okay, yeah, here it is. So I'm doing it like this. The little bristles on the brush are getting in that. They're getting in the laces and clean it. Even if you want to go even for extra measure, clean it a little bit more after you've done that. That'll definitely get something done, if anything. And yeah, of course, once these are done, I'll plug them, file them on the side. So here is our finished product. It's still shiny, obviously, because we cleaned it. And of course, that's flat because, there's none in there holding it or supporting it up. So I think overall, I had to say, 350s are a little bit harder to clean because, obviously, there's the stitching, also known as prime knit. And also another thing with the midsole is that there's these little bumps in there. So what you will find is that dirt will get in these little bumps, and then you'll have to completely forgot to wipe it off. So what I'm doing right now with this rag is that I'm getting in there in between the little bumps on the midsole, as you can see right there. And what you notice is that it does actually a pretty good job. The brush, it's great. It gets just the general of it. But if you want to get deep in there, use that rag and it will do the job, because it's better at getting tighter areas than the brush is obviously. The brush is obviously bigger, of course, but it's just great. You dap a little bit of that solution on that rag, and it will just get right in there. As you can see, it may take a long time, of course, because there's a lot of these little spaces in between. But I'm only gonna hit the ones where I feel like there's the most dirt on them, of course. Yes, so obviously, you can either go in an up, you can obviously swipe in an up motion or a down motion. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's the shoe right there. It's all good. Let's take out, what was holding it in there, and it was this paper insert that I got with the shoe, and we gotta get that, insert back in there. So, anyways, guys, let's grab the other shoe here, and we'll compare, before and after. That's the clean one, that's the dirty one. So that's the one we gotta clean now, and I will cut the camera, and now we gotta clean these ones. Peace.